Okay, hey guys, if you use VS Code like me, then trust me, you need these tips and shortcuts to 10 times maximize your productivity and time on Visual Studio Code. So if you need it, if you are in, then let's jump right in and get started. The first shortcut I want to show you is to toggle the sidebar. As you can see, it's open, so I can toggle it by pressing Ctrl plus B. So you can see it's going to toggle the sidebar. Yours might be command if you are using Mac, but for Windows it is Control plus B. The next one I want to show you is how to zoom in on Visual Studio Code. As you can see, it's open. So to zoom in, I just have to press Control plus Control and the plus symbol. So as you can see, I can zoom in to any extent. To zoom out, I do Control and the minus symbol. It's going to help me zoom out. So talking about working on the file, the next thing I want to show you is how to search a file. This is just a template for a React project, very minimal, short. But let's say you are working on a code base where you have numerous files like this one we have here, then it may be quite tedious to search for a file. So how do you quickly do that? So to do that, what you have to do is to press Control P, then it's going to bring this out. Then you can quickly search for the file. Let's say app.jsx. You can quickly search and it's going to open that up right here. So let's go back to the other windows. So the next thing I want to talk about is how to rename components. Okay, so if you are working on a file, then you have, for any reason you want to change the name of your component. This is a React project, you could just go to where it is. Let me try something. If I come here, and the command to do that is F2. So if I press F2 here, it's going to type out something. You cannot rename this component. So to rename, you have to move your cursor to where that component is. As you can see, we have it here. I'll place my cursor there and I'm just going to press F2. If I tap on it, then it's going to ask me for my new name. I'm going to name it my app, just like that. If I hit enter, you can see that. If I go down here, you can see that this export default, the name here is going to change automatically to my app. I believe you got that. So that's how you rename. Then the next thing I want to show you is how you cut line without alighting. What you want to do, if you want to cut, you want to alight a line before you cut it, but you can do that right away. Just place your cursor at the end of the line, like you can see now. My cursor is at the end of this line. Let me zoom in a bit. My cursor is here. So if I want to cut that, once the cursor is there, I just press Ctrl X. Boom, it's going to cut that right away. Again, I can bring it back with Ctrl Z. It's going to bring that back right there. So the next thing we want to do is how you can delete a line. How you can delete a line. Instead of deleting a word and you want to delete the whole text or word in a line, you start deleting one after the other, you could just go ahead and delete the whole line. The command to do that is Ctrl Shift plus K. So I'll hold Ctrl, then Shift, then K. Is going to take out that line. Again, to bring it back, I'll Ctrl Z, can always do that for you. Then the next thing we want to look at is how you can move a line. Peradventure, you typed out a line and later on you discover that, oh, this button is not supposed to be here. I want it to be somewhere else. So you can quickly move without cutting and pasting. Just the command is Alt and the up and the arrow keys. So if I want to move it up, I'll just hold down Alt. Then you can see I move that where I want it to be. All right. So yeah, that is how you do that. Not there, it has to be here. So that is how you do that. So the next thing we want to do is that how to copy a line as you move. How to copy a line as you move. Take for instance, I want to move this line. I can, as I move, I can copy as well. So Alt Shift is the command, then the arrow. So you can see I'm moving and it's copying simultaneously at the same time. Again, Ctrl Z, you can take that out, or let me just remove it once. Okay. So again, the next thing we want to do is how to write multi-line editing, how to do multi-line editing on Visual Studio Code. So how do you do that? Once you come here, then you want to hold Alt, the alternative key, and the cursor. So I'll hold down my Alt, then I'll use my keyboard, then I'll come to the next line, I'll click on it, then I'll click on it. As you can see, I'm forming multi-line, so I'm having a multi-line. So once I have that, I can type. Let's say I want a paragraph tag. I could just do P. If I hit enter, you can see I could type, this is my new line. All right, so I could have that at the same time. So that is the command, Alt plus the cursor, you select and you get a multi-line. Then the next one, I want to look at how you format your document. As you can see, this is already messed up because of this new stuff I did lastly. So how do we format this document so that everything will look aligned? The command to do that is Alt plus Shift plus the F alphabet. So Alt, Shift, and F. So as you can see, once I do that, it's going to align every code to the place where it ought to be, as you can see. Again, if it doesn't work for you, just right click and you're going to see the command if it is different. Okay, all right, you can see it's format document here. So the next thing I want to show you quickly again is how you write comment, how you comment your code. We have two types, single line comment and multi-line comment. For the single line comment, the keyboard shortcut to do that is Control and the /. So I hold down Control /, is going to comment out this code. Again, Control Z can take it back. Then again, let's say I want to comment this, Control and / is going to do that for me. Control Z is going to bring it back to the initial form. What about multi-line comment? I want to comment this whole line of code. How do I do that? First, I have to go ahead to align it, and I have to hold Control K. I have to do Control K, then Control C. So as you can see, it's going to highlight this whole text. Then how do I comment it? How do I comment it? The command to do that is going to be Control K, Control U. So I do Control K, Control U is going to uncomment that for me. So real quick, let's move on to talk about the command for the terminal. All right, as you can see, I have my terminal here, but there are shorter ways you can access the terminal. As you can see, I don't have the terminal open here. So to create a new terminal, you go ahead to do your Control Shift and the backtick. Control Shift and backtick is going to create a terminal. As you can see, I have three terminals here open. I just created a new one. If I press Control Shift and backtick again, you're going to see that it's going to make it 4. As you can see, I just created a new one. All right, so let's say peradventure I just unintentionally close this off. I could open it again with the command Control and backtick. In that case, I'm just left with 4. I'm not creating a new one again. So that is it. Okay, so the next thing I want to look at is how to split your terminal, how you split your terminal here. So the command to do that, as you can see, I have one. Peradventure you're working on both front end and back end simultaneously, then you need to have both terminal open. So to create to split your terminal, you do Control Shift and the 5, the letter 5. Okay, so it's going to split that so that you can work on it simultaneously. So one here and one on the other side. You can split as many as you want. All right, so yeah, that be said, again, you can of course you can remove this. You see this delete icon is going to help you close that off. All right, so just as an aside, just not a bonus for you, just a bonus for you. As you can see, you can align your terminal to the right. Right now it's aligned to the bottom. To align it to the right, you click here, you see panel position. You can take it to the right hand side if you want. All right, if I click on right, you see my terminal is going to be on the right side. To take it back again, you can click, then bottom, you select bottom. So that's not part of what we are doing. I just want to show you as a bonus point for you to learn. Thank you for watching, guys. I believe this helped you. I'm going to see you in the next video.